Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video we are reacting for the second time to Morissette. Now you guys are probably here on this video because you saw our last Morissette reaction and that was, well, exciting. So because of that, today we want to give you a brief disclaimer about what we're going to do in this video.
In this video, we are going to be listening critically. We're going to be analyzing technique and making observations. Good or bad is subjective per each person, so it really has nothing to do with it.
Now, our videos are not scripted and our reactions are completely honest. This is the first time that we are going to be seeing this video. And we're not claiming to be perfect or better than anyone. Now, if you're watching this because you want to see us be wowed and amazed by your favorite singer, this video might not be for you.
So if you're a singer or you want to become a singer, we hope that these React videos help you. We're going to be breaking down techniques, stylistic choices, all from our professional perspective.
So because of that, we wanted to make it very clear what our intention is in this video, and we are going to do the best that we can to accomplish that today. All right, so today we're reacting to a highly requested video. This is her performance. I'm not going to attempt to say this. I don't.
Yeah, after what happened last time, we're highly sensitive. We actually, like most people, requested this one. I heard, we haven't seen it, obviously, because that wouldn't be the react. That it's got some whistle tone in it. This is like one what people would say if you haven't heard her. Go listen to this.
Do you know how I know that's true? It has 129 million views.
Oh my goodness!
So let's feast our ears.
Bakit hindi mo maramdaman ikaw sa akin ay mahalaga ako sa'yo'y kaibigan lamang.
Do you want to know what the words are?
Can't we do that? Yep.
Yeah, look at that.
Somebody already told us to do this. We should have listened. Okay, I'm sorry.
So I'm getting a lot of like Mariah Carey vibe.
If you guys are here from the last one, we talked a lot about like nasal singing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like it's English. Like it's because of our vowels. Like she is singing probably with the exact same placement.
But I don't think that's the language. I would agree with you that she's singing the exact same way she did in the Bear cover.
Right.
But now that it has instrumental around it, now that it's full part of a band, that's where it fits and that's where it lives. You know what I mean? And I think it's funny. Everyone kind of thought that I was saying nasal as a negative.
No, you weren't.
It's really not.
Yeah,
It is the pop sound. Like that's how you stick out. That's how a voice is powerful over everything else. We were trained classically, and if you are going to sing over a gigantic orchestra, you need to have that that piercing, powerful voice.
Right, right.
I sang that she was nasal in the best way. You know?
Right, right.
She looks like she's having a blast.
Yeah, for sure.
And I love that.
I hear her vibrato and I hear like that power that so many people were saying like we missed in the last video. But
I get like strong Mariah Carey vibes.
For sure. For sure.
And how we were trained is like that mix. And Mariah Carey doesn't really mix. And it sounds like neither does Morissette.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's just a difference of like approach.
Are you saying she's singing in her chest voice or no?
Yes.
Just the whole time?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I think that's the power, right?
Right,
that's the you know, she's got, our voice teacher called it, some people just have a golden throat.
Right.
And they can just do things like that.
The Germans say it even better.
What do they say? Oh. Gott hat in dein Hals geschissen.
God pooped in your throat.
God pooped in your throat. I know that sounds weird, but they meant it in a very good way.
In a very positive way.
Like God gave you this gift and it's unbelievable.
But so I hear what you're saying, and I think for me, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she is mixing.
You think so?
Yeah, I feel like she's mixing. I think that, I just don't know. Let's keep watching. I want to start talking. That's very Mariah, yeah.
Very Mariah. I just wish I could sing like that while sitting down. Na, na, na. That to me is that belty, you know, upper end.
Like kind of bringing up her chest voice
exactly,
into it. Okay.
Exactly. Because all she does is she gives it more air.
Yeah.
And it's gigantic. But like if she wants to just kind of touch it with dynamics, it's a lot less air.
Yeah.
But it's still very much like that muscle
of this like
holding it and then just a little bit of air or lots of air, you know.
Yeah. You see her mouth?
Na, 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 na. That is so right here. You know, we call this the mask, the singer's mask.
Yeah.
And it's like all about resonance. But like it is nasal and it's not a bad thing.
But would you say she's mixing?
I don't think so. What do you think?
You're in. Versus like like kind of flipping.
So that was
almost.
Mixed.
That was mixed. I was saying verses, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
But she would lose that power, I think, that everybody likes with her voice. Don't you think? If she mixed.
If she mixed.
It would sound different.
Well, I think that this is how she sings. These are how her, you know, probably her idols or how she wants to sing, right?
Yeah.
Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
Mariah Carey, all those big belters.
Yeah.
You know, she sounds like them. And if she mixed, she wouldn't sound like them as much.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Breath. How about that?
Squeak.
There's
that's
that
squeak that everybody's
about.
talking about. Yeah.
I was about to say the phrase.
For sure. That breath support.
So consistent.
For
right?
sure.
The breath support.
She's very in tune. Like obviously, like intonation is not an issue. But that smile, like where she sings.
Yeah, she looks like she's having a blast.
Well, and she just sings through it. Like she sings. Yeah. It's just like that Grace Kinsler that we watched on American Idol the other day. Yeah. Like she was singing through her smile. It was just like a very natural mouth position.
So, but this is a thing, and I don't know if it's different in Tagalog or if it's just like an English thing. But a lot of Americans. Kind of, if they want to do an aw vowel, Akin la, she's la.
Yeah.
And Americans go like this, la, and it's super back of the throat. It like loses a bunch of sound.
Yeah.
And that la is super forward
and resonant.
Really nice and resonant.
Yeah, for sure. That's totally a belt.
Okay.
I don't understand.
As a person,
I really didn't expect it. I saw her like shift her position, and I thought she was uncomfortable.
I thought she was running out of breath.
I thought she was running out of breath.
She's like, "Oh my gosh, this phrase always kills me." But she was just getting ready.
I didn't see that coming at all.
So I'm watching her, and I'm thinking, man. it's impressive that she can do this sitting down, but if you can tell, her back is super straight. She's really open.
Totally.
She's got plenty of room for air.
Yeah.
In the classical realm, we kind of breathe from our stomach a little bit more, but I think belters use everything they have to get that power.
I still think they take diaphragmatic breaths.
Yeah?
I think so. I think you can't belt like that if
Do you feel like she's taking diaphragmatic breaths?
I feel like I can't see.
Well,
I feel like
I've seen, so from what I've seen, I've seen a lot more chest movement than I'm used to.
I didn't pay attention to that.
You know, I see a lot more chest movement. She doesn't do the shoulders like some people breathe and they go like that, and that's like kind of really not good. But chest, you know, we were
still
taught,
use your lung capacity. Yeah.
Yeah, we were taught your chest is kind of always big and open. But you do from your belly.
Yeah.
I think though that she's using her whole body.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we thought she was running out of breath,
she was actually just getting ready,
using her whole body, and then boom, it's the whistle tone.
Wow.
Wait. I want to hear your perspective on
what just happened. I need to watch it again.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I rewound it.
Here's a breath.
That was a breath.
Move in.
I don't understand. I genuinely don't understand what's happening.
Really?
Yeah. Her mouth is like all the way open.
Yeah.
So my understanding of whistle tone, I've never sung with whistle tone. That's not the kind of singer that I am. But my understanding is that it's as head voice as it could be, as like you can possibly be.
What blows my mind is that at the end of that huge phrase,
then she does.
Then you do another like.
But here's the thing: is I don't know that whistle tone actually requires more air.
Really?
I don't think that it's a. It's not like belting. It's not like. I don't know though because I don't sing with whistle tone.
The only like reference I have would be like falsetto stuff, which to me takes a lot more air.
But I think it's totally different.
You think it's totally
literally
different?
think it's a different thing.
I think it has to be because I have no idea what just happened either.
I want to watch it again. I'm sorry.
Great.
Third time's a charm.
Third time's a charm.
I just like watching her like gear up.
Yeah.
I kind of want to try it.
I want to watch her breath.
Wow.
So 4 measures. 4 full measures in one breath. And that's like a slow tempo.
I'm not saying that you don't need air for whistle tone. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm not saying what she just did was not difficult because it was absolutely difficult.
Yeah, I don't think
but I just don't know if I don't know
how much
like
air
what's
whistle
happening.
tone takes.
Yeah.
But I think you're right. Like if you
I kind of want to try it.
Yeah?
I'm not in the right note.
Does that take a lot of air or a little air?
No, I mean, what I'm doing right now had like no air.
Interesting. Interesting.
But I didn't make it.
You didn't.
She's like vibrato on it.
Yeah, but I think that's practice.
So maybe you're right. So here's maybe my theory, and this is where I should do some studying. I never did like whistle tone or high coloratura or anything like that. I think that it takes a lot of air.
Yeah.
To be that resonant. Right? I think you can muscle it.
Sure.
Like that's like the problem that I struggled with was tension. I wouldn't let go because that's the thing. That's ultimately what is happening when you achieve whistle tone is you have let go entirely, and it's all air. It's of that throat muscle. Yeah. But I don't know that it's like you need a lot. I don't know. Maybe you do. Obviously, you do. If she takes a big breath.
Well, that was 4 measures at a super slow tempo.
That's true.
And so I think
just to get through the
whole
phrase.
time she needed that big amount of air. Even just holding your breath that time would be not the easiest thing in the world.
To do.
So I think, but I do think that. And we see this when she changes her body position. She's kind of ramping up into it.
For sure.
And so I think she's got her air spinning as fast as she can.
Yeah.
And then she jumps up there.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I really don't
This kind of stuff takes years of practice. This is something that like we've noticed when we talk to other singers who are really young or just starting out, is that people think that these things you just have it or you don't, or I do
wonder though, but I do wonder how long. I should watch interviews with her. how long she's been singing with a whistle tone, how long she's known she could sing with a whistle tone. Because I kind of believe sometimes that it's your instrument or it's not your instrument.
Interesting.
I don't know that it's stuff you can learn. And maybe that's just because I've never tried to, and it wasn't like where I naturally fell.
Yeah.
But that's on the classical side.
But I think we've always disagreed about that.
You're right.
I'm the type of person who always think that it's about training and practice and like
you could do anything.
You can do it. Well, you have to be within the ballpark, right? If you can't hold a tune, you probably are gonna not all the way get to whistle tone. But if you can already sing and you know how to use your air and you know how to use your instrument,
the fundamentals of the mechanics of it.
You can get there. Like I believe that you could get there with practice.
With practice, you're probably right.
But I think it's probably a little bit of both. You're have to be in the ballpark.
She probably also grew up listening to Mariah Carey and like did it all the time, and I did not.
But that's my thing. So from what I read, because we've been reading all the things.
We're studying for you guys.
Since she was 14, that's kind of when she broke out.
Yeah.
But you
that's
you don't start singing when you're 14. You start singing when you're 3, when you're 2. As soon as you start talking or singing, and you learn to sing and talk basically at the same time. So that control. How long does she take voice lessons? All that kind of stuff. Everybody thinks that these amazing vocalists are just by themselves, but Mariah Carey has a vocal coach. Everybody has a voice teacher
of some sort.
Of some sort. Yeah.
Yep. And then she just moves throughout it. That's also crazy.
She changed, I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, it's higher now.
She's gonna do more whistle tone, I bet. Yeah, that's higher.
So you see how she went? She
really geared up.
She ramped into that.
Yeah.
So people talk about how singing high notes are really hard. Watch her. She has air. She's moving her air, and then she jumps up to it. And you need that air to kind of help you get there.
For sure. One, just like her body position, she's literally like energized through her body.
Phrasing, right? It's so much phrasing.
Yeah. Long phrase.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Wishclusive on Wish 107.5.
So there was like vibrato on that too. Yeah, wow. Okay, that's really cool.
Well, I think we started on the wrong video.
We know we started on the wrong video. Here's the thing. All that we meant by what we said in the last video was that we were hearing things that concerned us for longevity of singing.
So we've said multiple times, she sounds like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey could, in her amazingly, ridiculously successful career, could do everything.
Right.
But now that she did that for 10 years, maybe
20?
I wouldn't say 20, maybe 15.
Maybe I have 15. No idea.
We should probably be more accurate. But it was, it's 10, 15 years, and now she literally can't do it.
Right.
It is our opinion that we would like to sing our entire lives. I would like Morissette to sing for her entire life. Yeah. And when a lot of belters, when they use that much muscle, their voices get tired faster.
Well, it's a fatigue, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's just like in the States, we have football players. We have these athletes that kind of abuse their bodies, and they can only do it for so long. Like football players retire at under 40. Sometimes 30.
If they get past 40, it's like
that's ridiculous.
Old men.
I think that's our only concern sometimes when we hear singers who, I don't even know what you want to call that.
I would say use their voice this way. We're of the opinion that, it's all about the mix. It's all about making it as easy as possible.
Right.
But at the same time, this is an amazing sound. It's an amazing thing, but in our opinion, it's a lot of muscle.
Right.
It's a lot of work for your voice.
Right.
Mariah Carey had to go on vocal rest, complete vocal rest. Didn't speak, didn't sing for multiple days. I think it was like 3 days before a concert.
Yeah.
Because she had to save and rest her voice. That's not a normal thing.
Right.
If you look at Broadway singers.
We talked about that last time, yeah.
Oh, we talked about this last time. They have 8 shows a week.
Right.
They cannot lose their voice.
Right.
And,
so here's the thing too, is we have absolutely no idea what's going on in her throat. Absolutely no clue. We're not her. We're not her teacher.
Vision.
Yeah, and we don't know. We believe that sometimes we're seeing things that could possibly lead to vocal fatigue, and which could possibly lead to her losing her voice as it is later in life. When you hear some classical singers who train to have that freedom and that, you know, healthy singing, they sound almost exactly the same when they're in their 80s or their 90s.
Yeah.
The other thing that we want to talk about too is that it sounds like most people prefer this, regardless of health or not.
Or how long they can do it or not.
Exactly. And so that's perfectly fine. In our vocal philosophy, we just want to encourage young singers to not try to emulate this. If you're not with a teacher.
If you're not a trained professional,
yes,
right?
If you're not with a teacher,
exactly.
or you're trained yourself, or you know what I mean? Like, if you are getting ready to sign a record contract or go on a show and win or whatever, that's fine. You do you.
Great.
But if you're like most of us and you want to maybe sing for the rest of your life, or you want to sing gigs, or you want to
started.
Exactly, and you need to start with a good foundation. So emulating people like this could hurt you.
Yeah.
It could hurt you.
It's like if you were, you know, trying to get in shape and you see Arnold Schwarzenegger and you try to lift 1,000 pounds,
heavy as him.
You're going to get hurt.
Right.
You're going to hurt yourself.
That's a great example.
You know, there's a lot of people who get what are called nodules, these little bumps on your throat that they have to take off with surgery. It's, you know.
And your voice could never be the same after that, potentially.
You only get one voice. You can't buy a new one. You can't, you know, get it redone and you know, that's it. That's all you have.
Julie Andrews never sang again after she had
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
A lot of people have had vocal surgery. John Mayer, Adele has had vocal surgery.
Celine Dion.
Celine Dion has had vocal surgery.
Yeah. And it's not like we're shaming people who have had vocal surgery. Natalie Weiss had nodes or nodules or something. She like sneezed, and it happens.
So our concern is mostly that we don't want people's voices, especially when they're such, you know, God-given gifts
for sure,
to change or to be lost because of vocal health issues. But at the same time, you know, I love the athletes kind of reflection because that's what they're doing, right? They do that and it's a glorious thing, and then there's a time where it's over and they're done. You know, Mariah Carey does not sing anymore, but her albums are still, you know.
And when she did it, it was amazing. Well, and I think that's the thing too, is like the talent is undeniable. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about talent or giftedness, good or bad, like we had said before. I think for us, the only thing that we saw in our concern and the reason we were talking about it was vocal health. Yeah.
Well, we hope this helps you understand us a little bit more. We feel a lot closer to you guys.
Thank you guys so much for suggesting this video. We were not disappointed, and we will react to more. There's so many to choose from. She's
got like pages and pages of amazing performances.
And people have sent us all of them. So we will check them out slowly but surely. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you guys are new, please consider subscribing because we make videos like this every single week.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.